Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode, we took on the Sky Dragon, and it is no more. We returned to the priest, and they said, hey, maybe you should go pray to Hylia. She might give you a boon, and I'm thinking, let's do it.
Sure.
Let's head into Tyr Evron. It's been a while. It's been a while. You know, I took a bit of a break to sort out some of the stuff we had left over. We've still got the Master Below. We have that, the Phylactery's Promise. And I do intend on doing them, but for right now, I'm like, let's head to Tyr Evron. Let's head to Tyr Evron.
Been a pleasant surprise traveling with you, Haravius.
Nice of you to say that. I was on the road alone for years, and I'm happy to have company for a change.
My part of the country has a saying about Orlans. Face of skin, let him in. Face of hair, best beware. But you're more like a skin-faced Orlan.
Are you fucking kidding me? Well, my tribe has a saying, head of brunette, they're all set. Head of blonde says everything wrong.
Wait, was that bad? I meant it as a compliment.
It did, darling. If you could see my face right now. Adia, what you've basically said to him is, you're one of the good ones. Which, yes, that may sound on the face of it like you're giving him a compliment. However, you are also implying that the rest of his kind are bad. Like, Adia, no! Adia! Also, speaking of Haravius, he actually has a level, so I'm a level him up. Be right back. Okie doke.
Yeah?
There we go. He's all leveled, and we are good to head to Tyr Evron. I think it's this way? Hello. Hello, little friend. Yes, to Elms Reach. Let's see what awaits us here. Because we haven't been to this area. I've been avoiding it. I'm like, this is where the main quest says to go. We'll leave it be. We'll leave it be. I hear someone running. We won't question it. We won't question it. Just oh, it's some. Oh my god! A boar and a Stalgar just hanging out. It's like the Lion King. All we need is a meerkat. Flipping, you're very close to the front edge of the map, aren't you? Yeah, there's a home, old song. So 3 homes. The Golden Grove, Hall of Warriors, Blood Sands, and there's Tyr Evron. Okay. Okay, oh. Of course, we're going to explore the homes first. Ooh. Size and youth made no difference for Orneros. Yeah! Sol is still the reigning champion, as she should be. Hello? Okay, they're just tribes people. Spread across a lumpy pallet of straw, the hide blankets are surprisingly soft. A wreath of straw woven with animal bones hangs from the shelf. Anything? Okay, doesn't look like there is. And oh, hello, but we can take. Go on then, why not? Yeah, but this is stealing and there are people
hey
like
there.
that, so let's not be dumb. If they're happy for us to take their book and their mushrooms, then thank you kindly. and on to the next
Sure.
house. I'm seeing things. Ooh, confident tribesman and worried tribesman. Dark omen. Even the Delimgun could not stop him. Oh yeah, they're talking about Thaos. He's just a man, powerful but just a man. Is he? A Glanfathan woman stares at the ground. Her bushy eyebrows frown in a straight line. Never before has a man slipped past with so much ease. A sign, a dark sign. An elven man waves his hand in an arc over the ground. It has come to pass. At the end of the motion, his long fingers close into a fist. We could not have foreseen it. The Delimgun could not either.
Estremor.
Ooh. The woman shakes her head. And what does that tell us? She notices you, her thick eyebrows arching in surprise. Estremor, excuse us, we are not used to your kind here under the great trees. If we can assist you, we will. Tell me about the man you speak of. Delimgun, what are they? Goodbye. Tell me about the man you speak of. Not Glenfathan. Broke into the tower, here in Elms Reach. Nobody saw him come, not even the Delimgun. He moved in silence, like a Stalgar in the shadows. Our hunters caught no scent until it was too late. But we heard the stones crack. When he stepped inside Tir Evron. Dark omen, I say this. Delimgun, what are they? They are ancient children of the giant elms. Our people have lived with the two sisters in peace since we arrived hundreds of years ago. Delimgun call us friends. We call them our own kin. Our protection, their wisdom. Together we share a strong bond. They have always lived under the shadow of the great elms. Walk until you cross the stream, and there you will find the Delimgun sisters. Goodbye. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the directions. It is very much appreciated. That is theft. Boo. Okay, I'm just like, let me steal. Why can I not steal? Well, I mean, I can. They'll just catch me. I don't want to go to prison. Ximena has absolutely no interest in that. Thank you. Oh, hello.
I shall be discreet.
Methinks there is something hidden right there. Doesn't look like there's anyone here. Hello. Oh. Starlit garb. This somber set of robes is flecked with bright shimmering points of white, in imitation of a starry night sky. It was commissioned by an aging scholar whose love of astronomy and failing eyesight pressed her to request a set of enchanted garb which would allow her to pursue her studies for years to come. Okay, how does that look? Oh, that's quite nice. But this is, to me, this is just Ximena to me. This is peak Ximena. So yeah, I don't think I'll be using it, but that was cute. That was a cute, like, if Ximena, like, I don't know why, I see Ximena as like, she wears, trousers. Things that are easy to move in. So if she needs to run the fuck away, she can. She likes a dress, don't get me wrong, like a fancy party. That's a good opportunity for a nice-ass dress. But, she prefers the freedom of movement that trousers bring. Excuse me, not you. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. The bones and woven reeds are darkened with soot from the hearth. Okay, so we've just entered this house and stolen someone's dress. Okay. Why not? I mean, that does sound like a thing Ximena would do. Let's be brutally honest here.
Sure.
Okay, and yeah, you're coming with me too. Thank you kindly. That's more theft. Now then, knock knock. Who lives in here? Hello? Just generic tribes people, it seems.
Eyes open.
Yep, so this is all theft. The fire gives off thick, rich odor. Oh, the fire gives off the thick, rich odor of burning peat. Okay. Why are they burning peat? What did he do? I know, it's a different kind of peat. I'm aware, I'm just making a joke. No, I don't think there are any more houses. We have to go across the bridge. We have to go across the bridge, methinks. Oh no, actually, there's the Hall of Warriors. We've got that. As I've said time and time again, it is in my nature to put off main quests. The Warriors. There it is. Ooh, but the Estromormen will not cease their attacks. We must summon the warriors from every tribe. Beware, brother. Their lands would soak red, and so would our souls. Oh, damn, so you're saying... Oh, we'd win. We'd win in a heartbeat. And we'd never forgive ourselves for it. Hello? Oh, yeah, this is the Grove. Can we come in here? We protect the life of the Golden Grove. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna just leave it be. Oh.
You have stayed true to our cause, Inquisitor, when so many others have not. For every heretic we confess, for every betrayer that burns on our pyres, new sheep continue to flock to Iovara Exincios. But not you. I underestimated you in the beginning, but no longer.
Hello, more flashbacks to our previous life. You honor me, Grand Inquisitor.
It is not for honor that I summoned you today, but for duty. Too many of our own have confessed upon the wheel and the rack and the flame. Too many of our faithful have had their minds poisoned by the Kratom witch. The tide is against us now. We have but one option. Iovara's following must see her exposed for what she is. She must confess her heresy before my court.
How would we reach her? We will reach her. That is the answer. That is the only answer. We are from Kratom. Not only that, she was once our lover. I don't know who the hell you are. I don't know what your name is, but that is how we reach her. How would we reach her?
Not in Kratom, surely. Their lord has embraced her heathen faith and protects her with his army. But in Oceanus, things would be different. The king of Oceanus is a sinful man. We have helped him to see the error of his ways, and now he fears for his soul. He would pay any price for absolution.
But how would we get Iovara to move to Oceanus?
You have already done much for the Inquisition. I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
Thaos puts his hands on your shoulders. Yeah, we did it. We did it. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I absolutely love... Ooh, okay, so we would have to go that way. Yeah, I love these flashbacks. It is, in a way, like you are playing two characters. It really is. You're playing your current, the Watcher, and then you get to decide, okay, who were they in the past? I really like that. The clear waters taste sweet and refreshing. Ooh, lovely. Okay. Where does that go? Where, pray tell? We'll find out. We'll find out eventually. We always do. The clear waters taste sweet and refreshing. Good stuff. Yeah, what is this? Hello? Can I come in? again. No one is stopping me. Ooh, hello. You have a name. Lips tight under his unkempt stubble, Arthwin stares down and ignores your presence. Okay, fair play. He said, I don't care to see or speak to you. That is theft.
You'll never know I'm here.
Boo, I say, boo. I'm pretty sure that's just, yeah, that's just a warrior.
Hey.
I do wish we could have a Stalgar as a pet.
Yeah?
I think they look very cute. I mean, look at them. Look at them. It's a big saber-toothed tiger with a mohawk. Who wouldn't want one of those as a pet? Hello? Don't mind me.
See where you're going with that. Give me a real challenge. This calls for a subtle touch. There. What did I tell you?
I'm not gonna take anything. I just need to unlock everything I come across. The table is scarred and stained from years of use. The hearth still smells of freshly cooked game. Grease spatters the blackened bricks. Ooh. Sounds tasty. Excuse me, can we... The crates contain the few necessities of a Glanfathan travelling party. Furs and blankets, sturdy hide clothing, and gifts of carved ardra. Okay. Oh, hello. We've heard that name before. You're right. Come to treat with the three-tusked Stalgar. Yeah, I guess so. Though simple and unadorned, the blades are made of sharp and finely tempered steel. It doesn't look like there's anything else in here. Okay, hello.
What brings you here?
A grizzled old elf, his hair braided and dyed, stands at one end of the hall. His arms and chest are crosshatched with the pale seams of scars. His crooked smile looks like another. It's not many Estromorwen who are permitted into our sacred city. Bethwell must be feeling especially soft today. Adia pays no attention to the... Adia, I am with you! Adia, we think in similar ways so often. I love you, Adia. I love you. Adia pays no attention to the elf, and instead has locked eyes with the Stalgar in front of him. He whispers to you, do you think he'd mind if I pet his Stalgar? Ah. So, where I'm from, petting a Stalgar doesn't mean what you think it means. Come to hear your future at Tir Evron. His smile widens, exposing a row of yellowed, crooked teeth. Or to make your own at Blood Sands. What's Blood Sands? Tell me about the three-tusked Stalgar. What do you do here? Goodbye. What's Blood Sands? An ancient place of sacrifice. He laces his fingers together. In a cave by the great elves themselves. Raistin and his druids have been an integral part of Glanfathan society for generations, no matter what some of the other tribes might say. Ir Glanfath has held its own against the Estromorwen because some of us still understand the power of sacrifice. He gives you an appraising eye. Does the thought make you uncomfortable? It should. It is what's kept our society alive for so long. Simut crosses his arms over his scarred chest. Something else? Tell me about the three-tusked Stalgar. The boldest and fiercest of the 6 great tribes of Eglanfath. It was we who first defended against the Estromorwen who came to shore 200 years ago. He raises his chin. We have always been the border tribe, and it has always fallen to us to hold the line against outsiders and invaders. Hiravius leans in with a whispered voice. The way they keep mentioning battles of old, you'd think they're the Three-Tusk Martyr tribe. They are indeed fierce, and their history is rife with glorious deeds. I sometimes think they'd fight the other tribes if they didn't have trespassers to hunt. What do you do here? As a Menfath of Three-Tusk Stalgar, I guide our tribe in all matters. He looks to the main room of the hut, where others have gathered. I am in Twin Elms to confer with some of the other Amenfatha about the Onulfin, your Hollowborn. We only have such births here on occasion, but it has made us more vigilant about our neighbours. One Stalgar stretches, flexing its claws. Simuk's eyes narrow. There are some of us who believe your Onulfin to be a punishment for the defilement of the builder's sites. Others say it's a plague carried by the Estromorwin. All answers to fit their hatred. There's no reason to believe a word of it is true. Well, we know it's not true. We know what's causing the Hollowborn. It's the leaden key dicking about with the mechanical doohickeys. You don't seem fond of us, Estromorwin. His hunched shoulders straighten. I fought in the Brokenstone War and the War of Black Trees. I saw my brethren cut down defending the places of the builders, and I shed blood alongside Galvin Regd himself. He coughs. Now the Estromorwin seem to think they will find a cure for their empty children among our sacred sites. Or worse, that they will find sanctuary in our lands. His gaze darkens. And I've seen what happens when they set their sights on Glanfathen's soil. Well, he does have a point, Hiravius mutters under his breath. You learn not to trust your neighbours when they defile your lands habitually, for several generations. Hiravius folds his arms and shrugs. He's got all the reason in Iovara to worry. And this worries you. Have pity, they're only trying to save their children. Benevolent. Then you must fight back. Give them reason to stay away. Aggressive. Isn't there room for you both? Diplomatic. Here's the thing. How much land is there? That's the issue. How much land is there? If there isn't the physical space, if also, to be blunt, could everyone live in tribal societies? Like, this city is very different from Defiance Bay. If all of the people from Defiance Bay come here, they're going to what, like, oh, well, we need cobblestone streets. Oh, we need this infrastructure. We need sewers. We need this. We need that. And the Glanfathans are saying, no, we don't make our homes with bricks and mortar. It seems like, like they have like grass roofs and shit. Like, they maybe dig them out of bounds. They make barrows. They're like, I said, it's clear these are made out of wood, but like, this is a very natural way of living. And Defiance Bay is more modern. If they all come here, they're going to want to say, okay, let's modernize. And the Glanfathans will be saying, no, that's not what we do here. You either gel with our society or you don't come. Like you can't come over here and expect to turn our lands into Defiance Bay 2.0. I don't think Ximena would be chiming in like, oh, well, surely there's room for the both of you, because one, she doesn't know the geopolitical climate of this country. She's a newcomer here. She's only been here for a few months. And like I said, I think she can see his argument. They're going to come here, they're going to want to change everything. And that's not on. There might be physical room, but culturally, we're very different peoples. And if a huge influx of, the people of Defiance Bay, the Dear Woodens, if they all come, then, they're going to say, oh, well, we're here, there's a bunch of us, so, like, let's change things up. And here's the thing, they can learn from each other. The positives of this would be they learn from each other. The people from Defiance Bay learn some, Glanfathan tricks and tips. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble speaking today, and I do apologise for that. I do apologise. I think I've got a headache forming. It's very small, but it is a tad distracting. Yeah, in an ideal world, they would learn from one another. But, as I said, that is in an ideal world. what is more likely to happen is that you're going to get large chunks of Dear Woodens basically being like, let's change shit up to make it more suitable to us. Completely ignoring the fact that, like, the Glenfathans, they are suiting themselves to the land. They are living in harmony. You can't just come in and dig a bunch of roads. Like, you can't be doing that. You've got to stop that, lads. You've got to stop. So... this doesn't... I don't feel this. I don't feel this, because, again, it's Ximena coming in and being like, let me tell you how to run your country. Like, no. And this worries you? He snorts. I've seen too many wars for this not to worry me. In my 250 years, I've led my people through 2 wars. Our borders have remained intact, and largely through the reputation of 3-tusked Stalgar. His voice drops to a growl. I've sired a dozen children, but none have been deemed fit to take my place. I care nothing for the legacies that obsess the Estremorwan lords, but it is important that my successor continue this path. Is your role hereditary? If your own children don't succeed you, what happens? Well, someone else will. Is your role hereditary? Let's try that again. Is your role hereditary? Not entirely. We believe that the souls of our ancestors come back to us, that a strong soul may bear many more, but all souls must be tested by our elders. The Riau looked first among my children for a successor, but their souls were weak. Ordinarily, they would turn to others in my tribe, to clan heads and their families. Ordinarily, he levels his gaze. But we share a tradition of fostering the children of other tribes, and the Amenfath of Fisher Crane has trusted his youngest to my care. He grimaces. And as none of my blood are fit to take my place, the Riau will look next to this bog child, the kin of another Amenfath and my foster daughter, to take my place. You should be so lucky, Hiravius chirps. This young Fisher Crane lass is a great gift. You should be thankful. Hiravius' voice becomes a low whisper, especially given your familial feebleness. Couldn't you just send her back to her family, bog child? I don't see the problem. The Fisher Crane, I think, they don't have the best reputation. A bog child? His shoulders stiffens. I have nothing but respect for Fisher Crane, but their ways are not ours. The Orlans of Fisher Crane have lived in Thane Bog for 1,000 years. They are cunning and furtive by nature, which serves them well when they have swamplands to hide their movements. He crosses his arms. But this will not deter the Estremorwan on open ground. Hiravius' eyes widen at the remark. Nobody belittles the Fisher Crane but me, he mutters under his breath as his fingers stretch into talons. But yes, I will cede the point that my tribe is wise enough to eschew the mindless tactics of a fair fight. He points at the warriors gathered near the fire. Our savagery has deterred the Estremorwan from further encroachment. They still tell of our deeds in the Brokenstone War, but if a child of Fisher Crane leads our tribe, we will lose that boldness and the Estremorwan will lose their fear of us. The child will be influenced by the souls of her ancestors. In times of crisis, she will look to her kin in Thane Bog for guidance. No matter what I might try to teach her, it will not be enough. Rational too. He considers you. There is a way you could help. Few have the stomach for it, but I think you have the perspective to see why certain unpleasantness may be necessary. Go on, say nothing. Get to the point. Are you going to ask me to murder a child? I'm going to say go on because we're a nosy bitch, but... Sir, go on. This Orlan girl has the soul of a leader. If it were passed to one of my own offspring, our tribe would remain strong. A Stalgar at Simic's side scratches its massive head on the Amenfath's leg. He remains steady on his feet. The druids of Blood Sands have a way to do this, and they understand the importance of a strong line of succession for 3-tusked Stalgar. Yeah. Hiravius steps in close, whispering, "This isn't right. Souls just aren't passed to another without..." Hiravius falls silent, his fists clenching. He gives you a key. What the fuck? I'm having a moment. I'm having a moment. So there was a house that it had a locked door. I remember that. He gives you a key. There's a house in southeast Hearthsong next to the river. The child will be asleep, and I've arranged for her to be unattended for a time. His voice becomes a quiet rumble. Take her and bring her to Keeper Weirdra in Blood Sands. She knows what must be done. When she presents you with the liquid essence, bring it back to me. Very well, I'll help you. I won't do this. What will Keeper Weirdra do with the child? I don't see why you need me to do this. Tell me about the potion that you need from Weirdra. Remind me where I can find the child. Dude, what the fuck? I'm gonna ask for deets, but like, dude, I don't see why you need me to do this. Because I cannot do it without attracting undue attention, he frowns. I don't relish passing my own burdens on to another, but this will incite war between our tribes if I am caught. The Orlan child, go on. What will Keeper Weirdra do with the child? His scarred face twists again. Have you seen the rituals of Blood Sands? She will sacrifice her. It is the only way to distill her essence. Palagina's lip curls into a sneer. How quick the old are to sacrifice the young for their purpose. How can you possibly expect to get away with this? Few know the girl is here, and one Orlan babe will look much the same as the next, he shrugs. But let me worry about that. Tell me about the potion that you need from Weirdra. Essence. Bound and distilled into a liquid. It will have little immediate effect on me, but it will weave a stronger soul in my future issue. So Okay, so you're going to consume this child's soul to give you better jizz. I'm sorry, what the fuck? I'm feeling 8. Dude, what the fuck? This is insane. This is insane. This is abhorrent. However, he is also he's the leader of a tribe. He's the leader of a tribe. We can't just go mouthing off to him. And here's the thing. Now that he's told us about this, we're implicit. Or complicit, rather. I do apologise. Yeah, I can see I'm out of time for this episode. I'm gonna stop recording. I'm gonna take a break, because clearly my brain is not in it today. We're complicit. If we say no, then he's very liable to say, well, then I'm gonna kill you so that you can't go gossiping. Especially considering you have a member of the Fisher Cranes with you, who's liable to go and tell them and be like, yo, we gotta save the kid. I'm thinking, here's my thought. Again, there are always multiple ways to go about a quest. I'm thinking, yeah, we'll help you, and then we'll go find CSI Twin Elms. We'll go find Special Victims Unit Twin Elms and be like, yo, you gotta help us. Very well, I'll help you. He nods. You are a friend to the Glanfathan people. Act swiftly and quietly, Estremol. Goodbye. Yeah, we ain't doing shit. We aren't doing shit for you, sir. Absolutely not. Yeah, I'm gonna find. Ooh. Oh, sir, I'm trying to bring the episode to a close here. A young man approaches you with a swift and purposeful stride. While you've never met him before, he has the same stern, wild look as Simic. He doesn't speak until he's right next to you. When he does, his voice is quiet. Wait, I saw you speaking with my father. What's this about? Say nothing stoic. This doesn't concern you. Out of my way. No. If you don't agree with this, then we'll side with you straight away. What's this about? He glances back at the room with Simic. He's asked you to sacrifice Vela, hasn't he? He grits his teeth. Maybe he's right about 3-tusked Stalegrog growing weak, but if this is the price of strength, it isn't worth it. The tribes have survived this long because we've stuck together. It's how the Republic survived during the collapse of the Grand Empire. Had any of the great cities sided with the Empire, we never would have broken away. Do you have another idea? Actually, I agree with your father. I would never hurt the child. Do you have another idea? He frowns. There's a herbalist among the ovates of the Golden Grove. Bleda, that's her name. They all gather southeast of here by the river. She could brew a poison. Simuk wouldn't know the difference until it's too late. There's an easier way to kill Simuk, you know. Why not just return this child to her birth parents? You want me to murder your Yo, fuck it. Like, he's advocating doing something awful to a child to make his penis better somehow. Like, dude, kill his ass. Kill his ass. If Simuk dies, you're next in line. Dude, I don't give a shit who's next in line. Just kill this man. Fine, I'll poison your father. Simuk's right. I'm going to help him. I've got to think about this. Why can't she just go back? Why not just return the child to her birth parents? It's complicated. A child sent to be fostered by another tribe isn't allowed to return. Unfortunately, explaining that we're shielding her from my father would make matters much worse for both tribes. He tugs at a thin braid. There are easier ways. No, let's poison him. Let's poison him. It's fine. You want me to murder your father? I'll happily do it. You're next to the line. I don't give a shit. Yep. Fine, I'll poison your father. With another glance at Simuk's chambers, he backs towards the door. Like I said, you'll find Bleda in the Golden Grove. Good luck. Okay. And on that note, I will bring this episode to a close. In the next one, we poison a man. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members such as SM2K, Christopher K. Davies, CGG, The Named User, and Kevin Bicknell. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.